Hey friends, it's Becky here back with Bountifully Blessed, and today we have just a couple of fun kitchen projects we're doing today. I am getting ready for some baking for the holiday season, which is so exciting. And so today I am going to show you how to make some delicious pumpkin butter. And I'm excited because I have these fabulous new jars that are going to be perfect for some wonderful gift giving. So I'm going to get these filled up with some delicious pumpkin butter, and it's going to be a really nice little treat for family for Thanksgiving, for them to enjoy during the fall November time. And so I'm really excited for that. So that's going to be the first project we're going to do. And then we're also going to be making some, yes, doggy treats. My animals are obsessed with pumpkin. I'm sure most animals probably are, more than we realize. And so I ended up making some delicious homemade pumpkin puppy treats. And so what I want to do is I'm going to have the pumpkin butter for the people in the life. And then, of course, we've got to make something for the puppies. And so all of the animals that I have at my church family, I want to splurge and, spoil their puppies as well. So I got some cute little fall cookie cutters to make those. I made some for my dogs, and I'm just obsessed. They're so cute. I have this really cute mold that is just these cute little gloves. That is like the worst one I could have possibly grabbed out. But they're these cute little mittens. But my dogs are obsessed with them. So pumpkin treats, and it's all from things that are in your kitchen too, which is just so much more fun. And so I've got, as you can see, a lot here. My pups are small, so I'm sure that those are going to last me a hot minute. So we're going to get started on some homemade pumpkin butter here. I have my pumpkin puree here that I just took out of the freezer a little bit ago, kind of letting it thaw a little bit, but we're going to be putting it on the stovetop anyways. And then I also have this one as well. And so those will be some nice treats. So I'm going to show you how to make this homemade pumpkin butter. It's really easy, and oh my word, is it delicious. I have some in our fridge in this really cute container here that's just like perfect for some homemade butter, and oh my word, it's like pumpkin pie. It's hard not to be obsessed with it. So it's delicious. I made some homemade biscuits to go with it. I've done it on crackers, bread. You can put it on anything you want. It's heaven. So let's get started, and I will show you just how simple it is to make your own pumpkin butter. Okay, so I've got my cute little pot here, and I just have the heat on. No particular heat specific. And I've got roughly about 2 cups of pumpkin puree here. And this is just kind of my own little mix. You can do, honestly, so many different things with this, but I did it to my own taste. So what I did is I did my 2 cups of pumpkin puree, which, since this is frozen, I'm going to obviously turn the heat down a little bit and just let it break down just a titch. And then what's really cool with this is pumpkin butter doesn't actually contain butter unless, of course, you want it to. I did not feel that was necessary at all for mine, was to add actual butter to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this defrost 100%, because we're going to be cooking this down anyways into a nice thicker consistency so that it's actually like spreadable. So we'll let this defrost. And while we do that, I have some maple syrup here that we're going to be adding to it, and some pumpkin pie spice. This is just my own little recipe of pumpkin pie spice. It's got cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, allspice and clove in it. There's tons of different recipes out there for different kinds of pumpkin pie spice. I just always have those kinds of ingredients, so I just throw all mine together and it's already ready to go. And so per 2 cups of pumpkin puree, I do 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice to 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. And that seemed to be the perfect balance for what I liked. It's nice and potent without it being overwhelming. So I'm going to take my maple syrup here, and I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of my maple syrup. You know, I should have done the dry thing first. I don't know why I didn't think to do that. That's okay. I just won't pour it in here or stick my my tablespoon in the actual spice. I'll give it a nice little tap, tap, tap. There we go. All right. And then 1 tablespoon of my pumpkin pie spice. Nice and simple there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to cook this down. It's really that simple. So obviously, pumpkin puree, thankfully, is very, very simple as far as it's not thick. So it's already cooking down very easily. I just turned it down to low so I don't burn it or really cook it. We've already done that when we made the pumpkin pie or the pumpkin puree. So I'm just going to finish letting this completely break down. And then we are going to cook this down until it is a good, thick consistency. The best way I can describe it is it's just, it will have a very much thick, kind of caramely look is kind of how I describe it. But I'm just going to keep letting this break down just a little bit. And then I'll come back when I'm showing you exactly what the texture is that we're looking for. So I'm just going to let this do its magic and we will be back. About that, I lost my sound for a minute. So basically, when you first put it down, what will happen is you'll notice that the texture is a little bit more gritty and it's a little bit lighter. The flavor is going to be very, very, very faint. And what you're looking for by the end of it is the thickness that you want and that color that you want, the smell, as well as the taste. And you'll know when you get there. It's hard to describe if you've never done it, other than the fact that you'll know. You will just know. So let's get these jarred up. Okay. So I've got my jars here. And as you can see, we are ready to jar these bad boys up. So we'll see if I have enough from this batch. This was just the remainder of the pumpkin puree that I had made. I have another pumpkin that I still need to process, and so I will definitely need to do that. But for now, let's see where I'm at, and we'll see if I need to make more for this. So the nice thing is once I get this jarred, the cooling can happen in the jar. I don't have to worry about it cooling off before I put it in here. Pretty simple. So I'm just gonna get this. Oh, it smells so good, guys. I wish I could like give you smells. It's just heavenly. And I mean, it's beautiful. I'm thinking of some kind of fun Christmas gift idea too. But for now, these are just going to be so fun. All right, just getting some of those little air bubbles out here. so cute. That is very dramatic sounding. My apologies. All right. There's something so satisfying, like, oh my goodness, it smells heavenly. It's perfect for the season. So like maybe you're not a pumpkin pie person, but this would be like a perfect, nice little treat. And oh my heavens, on some homemade biscuits, oh my goodness, you know the way to your heart when it comes to that. Okay, I'm really glad that I definitely put in the second thing of pumpkin puree, but I have a feeling I am definitely gonna need more than I realized. These may be small, but they are definitely a lot more pumpkin butter can fit in these. Plus, I mean, they're so cute. I'll have to show you the final product. I'm gonna make them all cutesy. It's also like an arts and craft for adults. You know, make them all pretty and put a cute tag on them. I mean, hello. Oh, they're so cute. I'm kind of obsessed, if you haven't noticed. So, it's actually amazing how easy this is to make. It's just the process of making sure that you're babysitting it. You are over that stovetop and you are stirring like nobody's business, because if you aren't, it will burn. It is inevitable. It will burn. So I'm very excited. We'll let these cool off. It definitely looks like I'm gonna need to make more, so I'm gonna have to do another pumpkin puree day. If you haven't seen that video, please go and watch it. Making pumpkin puree is so satisfying. It's delicious. And on top of that, I mean, it's a night and day difference when you do it yourself. It really is. So I'm just gonna top these guys off because why not? With the little bit I have left in here. And then we will definitely have to make some more pumpkin puree. And we'll get these all cutesy-fied for our cute little Thanksgiving / fall gift. They'll be so pretty. Definitely, definitely. All right. We'll let these beauties sit, and then we will be back with our next project after I make more puree, because I'm gonna need some for my doggy treats too. So we'll let these sit and cool off before we stick these in the fridge, and then you can store them for about a week in the fridge, give or take, you know. I doubt that'll last that long because it is heavenly. I actually took some to work on Monday, and it was a big hit. It's hard not to be a big hit. I mean, look at it. It's like heaven. So that's how easy it is to make your own pumpkin puree, and we will be back to make our puppy treats. I'm so excited. I got some cute little fall leaf cutters just from my local Dollar Tree. Stuff like this doesn't need to be expensive, and so those are going to make some really, really cute puppy treats. So hey friends, okay, so we are now finished with our pumpkin butter, so we are going to do our next fun step, and we are going to make some puppy treats. I even have these really cute fall themed cookie cutters that I'm gonna use that look like little leaves. So the last batch I made, I didn't have these, so I'm very excited to use these. So I've got a really basic, simple recipe that I found online, and I made a lot our last batch that I made for our puppies, and they started molding really quickly. So if you're not gonna put them in the freezer, they're only gonna last about a week sitting on your counter. So just so you're aware. I have 2 small dogs, and I got overly excited and I made way too many, and they ended up getting really gross really fast. So these are made with all of your standard household ingredients. You've got your pumpkin, your flour, molasses. Honestly, they remind me of gingerbread is what they remind me of, except for they have pumpkin in them, which was the entire purpose of wanting to do these, was for the dogs. So without further ado, I will show you how easy it is to make them. So I have my oven preheating to 350 degrees, and we are going to put all of our fun ingredients and make some cute puppy treats. Perfect. So right here, let me scoot you guys just a titch. There we go. So I have my pumpkin puree here. We are gonna do 1/4 of a cup. I'm just making a small batch, so nothing crazy. I'm gonna do 1/4 of a cup of that. Let's do 1/4 of a cup of some pumpkin puree. And I'm just cutting this recipe in half because, like I said, they went through them pretty quick, and I don't want it to go bad. I cannot believe with how many pumpkins I have used for puree this year. This is all I have left. Oh, it's just crazy. Okay, I've got my molasses here, and I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of molasses. Actually, I'm going to do my oil first. Shoot. I did not write down how much oil I needed. 1 second. Okay. We need 1 tablespoon of oil. So we are going to do our oil first, because that'll actually coat our pan, or our measuring spoon rather, for the molasses, so it's kind of slides out easier. So we're going to do 2 tablespoons of molasses. Beautiful. Look at that, just glides right out. And yeah, this stuff reminds me so much of gingerbread. Probably because of the molasses. It's the only thing I usually use molasses for, so it was nice using something else with molasses. Okay, and then 2 tablespoons of water. And zoop. Just rinse out my measuring spoon here. And then I've got the wet ingredients here. So I'm just gonna go give those a nice little stir. Until those are well incorporated. Kind of looks like steak sauce. Pumpkin steak sauce. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. We need 1 tablespoon of flour. You can do wheat flour. I don't usually have wheat flour, so I'm just using my standard flour that I have on hand. just because I don't need a lot of it. If I was using more, I would not want to use that. And then I have my baking soda and my baking powder, and I need 1/4 of a teaspoon of both of those. My wonderful baking soda box got wet on the bottom. I don't know if you've ever had that happen. So I had to transfer it to a baggie. Perfect. And then 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. All right, what we're gonna do with this cute little mixture is we are going to, it's gonna turn into a nice little batter that we can roll out our cute little doggy treats into our leaves. Texture is seeming off. I am really struggle busting tonight. I am clearly struggling. Flour was supposed to be 2 cups and I put a tablespoon. Well, of course it's not gonna, I am genius. Okay, so let's get a cup of flour. A little under a cup because I put in a tablespoon. I'm definitely gonna need some more flour in here. This should be sufficient. There we go. I am a struggle bus. You can tell it's late. There we go. That makes way more sense now. I was a little confused. And I thought it seemed like a really small amount of flour, but you know, sometimes you just gotta trust the process. Oh my goodness. We're getting it now. There we go. Now we're starting to actually get a dough-like consistency, which is what we wanted. There we go. Beautiful. And then we can make our cute little puppy treats look like little leaves. I'm so excited. There we go. Perfect. Make sure I got all the flour off at the bottom. It's gonna be nice and fluffy. All right, now for the fun part, we get to make them look really cute. So let's get all of our cute little puppy dough out. Just gonna kind of smash it together just a little bit. And I'm definitely gonna need a little bit more flour because this stuff likes to stick like crazy to my countertops. So let me get a little bit more flour in my bowl here. Perfect, here we go. And then we can do what we need to. Let's make sure that our surface is nice and floured. All right, and here's our cute little puppy dough. There's no place like puppy dough. Just kidding. All right, and we want these to be roughly about 1/2 inch thick or so. I'm not too picky. I kind of, you know, just gauge it off of what comes naturally to you. And since I don't need a lot of this, this is going to be very kind of spongy, so it tends to bounce back pretty easily, which is nice. And And we're gonna cut out our cute little leaves. I'm so excited for these. I love these cookie cutters. I got these from Michael's, and you press down and they give you your decoration on the outside of them. It actually like implants it. Oh my goodness, this is like extra sticky. Hold on. I think I made this one a little bit too thin as well. Oh yeah, that was way too thin. That was never coming out of there, guys. Okay. Let's make this a little bit thicker. And there is our oven, all nice and preheated, all ready to go. There we go. Stuff is really thick and sticky. There we go. See, now it's kind of doing that bouncing back thing. Whee! I am not very graceful when it comes to doing this. Having a small space makes it a little difficult. But, okay. I feel a little bit more confident about that thickness. So let's try that again. Press down. There we go, that looks a lot better. But look at how pretty. Oh my goodness, is that not like the cutest little puppy treat you ever did see? I want to use my big maple leaf. I love these, and I've been getting them on sale at Michael's around this time of year. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Now I have a little bit more flower that I'm not totally in love with on the outside, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. They're so cute. Oh my heavens. I love them. Oh, they're so cute. And yeah, I've got them to be like half an inch to an inch in thickness, roughly. And that seems to be kind of a perfect balance. All right. I'm gonna get the rest of this dough rolled out and the rest of our puppy treats made. And then we are gonna throw these into the oven. I like them not to be super, what's the word I'm looking for? My dogs like them not like biscuits. My dogs really like them nice and soft and chewy. So we are going to put them in the oven only for about 10 minutes. If you want them to be more like biscuits, you can do them for about 20 minutes on 350. But that really depends on your dog. Our dogs have never been a fan of the biscuits. So we will finish making these cute puppy treats and then we will get them in the oven. We'll be back. Okay, our cute little leaf puppy treats are all made. Perfect little batch for my littles. And these are gonna get popped in the oven, 350 for 10 minutes. Hey friends, our cute puppy treats are out of the oven. And they're so cute. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're gonna let these cuties cool off and then we can package them up and they can go to my puppies. They're so cute. Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed with how adorable these are. Okay, I'll let those cool on the oven here. I don't need them to be on the counter. Done that one too many times. So we've got our cute little puppy treats and we've got our pumpkin butter, which at the time of this video, pumpkin butter has already gone out to my church folks. I wanted to make sure that they got to enjoy it for the fall season. I am already decorating for Christmas. I have been for a while. Yes, I'm that person. Don't judge. But honestly, I have always wanted at least the Christmas tree up around Thanksgiving time. I don't know what it is, but I like to play Christmas music around Thanksgiving, and having the tree up is just one of those moments that makes it feel more like Thanksgiving. I still have my other decor up for Thanksgiving. Don't get me wrong, I still have my fall decor. I have my cute little fall coffee station, and I have my arrangements and everything set up, but I do have my Christmas tree up. So there's that. So we will definitely be making some gingerbread soon, which I'm very excited for. But for the sake of this, I wanted to make sure that you got the opportunity to make your own pumpkin butter. It is so simple and it is so incredibly delicious. I love it on biscuits. I love it on rolls, toast. I've put it on crackers. Like, you can do anything you want with that. And then of course our cute little puppy treats. Those obviously are gonna go to the dogs, and they just absolutely love it. They go crazy for it. So once these cool off, we will definitely have to show some excitement of our dogs enjoying their new puppy treats. So I will make sure I put a clip of that in. Falcor, Fifi, Mama's got treats. Oh, Mama's got treats. Do you like the pumpkin treats? Yeah, do you like the pumpkin treats? Oh, Mom, we really like the pumpkin treats. Yeah, you guys want some? Yeah, Mom, we really like pumpkin treats. Okay. Okay. Falcor, sit. Sit. Why aren't you sitting? Sit. Sit down. My goodness. Are you going to be disobedient while Mom's videoing you? Okay. Falcor. Fifi. Oh, Mom, we love treats. Good girl. And that little face says, more, Mom? More? That is our babies. And clearly, they do sit and they do listen, but for some reason, he was really not wanting to listen. Apparently, the camera makes him shy. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I pray that you're bountifully blessed. Until next time.